Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my workshop, and today I want to talk to you about Spintend V2 100 volt 100 amp ESC. Let me tell you straight away what to expect in this video, so you can either fast forward or don't watch it all together. So I will tell you everything you need to know about this new U-Box V2 by Spintend, all the benefits and all the new features of the unit. At the same time, I will explain to you what videos to expect in the future, and I will also going to share some discount codes with you guys, so if you want to get one of these, you can benefit from saving some money. So I have made a rig to show you guys the operation, so pretty much the battery, the motors, the unit itself, the other features like the fan, the lights, the horn, and the remote. And this is what I'm going to use to show you guys this unit just a little bit more in detail. Before we proceed guys, let me explain to you what ESC or VESC units I already have on my build. I've got the Maytag 50 amp ESCs, I've got the Tramper VESCs, I've got the Tramper HD60, Tramper VESC 6s, I've got the BioX V2 as well in the beast at the moment, and I've got some non-programmable ESCs in a few boards. So there we go. This one here was sent to me by Spintend for review and for trials. Just to mention straight away, awesome customer support. I couldn't believe how many times you can just ask questions, silly or not, and they will come back to you with answers straight away, which is awesome and means a lot to consumers and customers like us guys. So the biggest benefits of this U-Box V2 100 amp 100 volt are, obviously, this unit can safely take 4S to 22S battery. So you can run the voltage of your electrical bike or your electrical skateboard, whatever else you're trying to power up and control, up to 100 volt. That's proven, that's considered to be safe. You can also have 100 amp constant per motor. ESC itself is only 129 millimeters by 85 millimeters by 25 millimeters. That's already in the aluminium case. So this is how she looks like from the front, the back, the inside. So as you can see, nicely made aluminium case. What I really do like is the fact that all the pins or pinouts on the unit themselves are marked very clearly. It's really nice when you're setting up the unit, when you're wiring it up, to know exactly what you're plugging into. So that's the benefit. The quality itself is spot on. By the way guys, as I mentioned in the video earlier, future to expect. This is just an overview of the unit, yeah, and what the unit can do. In the next video, I will show you how to set this unit up using the new VESC tool. And also in the future videos, I'll show you how to downgrade or upgrade the firmwares. You need to be aware of that, because there are some issues when people do not upgrade the firmwares correctly using the wrong VESC tools or wrong firmware, and yeah, you can blow it up. But anyway, so that's for the next videos. So let's carry on with this one. So what I do really like about this unit at the moment, by the way, I will be using this unit for the test with the remote from the Spintend. So this is Spintend V1 remote. The case is still the original beta case, so it's okay, but I'm sure they're much better. So this is what came out now recently. I don't have one of them as yet, so Spintend, hurry up, send me one out so I can actually take a look. But we're going to use this remote, and that's another benefit of this unit. The actual receiver, it's already built in, so you don't have to have another receiver hanging out of it. So let me show you up close what we got here. Here is the unit, very nicely built, nice quality, aluminium box, quite nice, no problem whatsoever. Phase cables, these are 12 gauge. You always got the battery cables, 10 gauge. That's fine, because the higher voltage you can go, the less amps you're gonna have to pull, so that works out just fine. The bullet connectors on the phase cables are 4 millimeters. We got two motors set up here, so I can show you the actual functionality of the unit. Unit will come with the external Bluetooth receiver. The Bluetooth receiver is no longer part of the unit in this U-Box 100 volt, 100 amp. But as I mentioned, receiver for the remote is actually inbuilt. You also got the Type-C connectors on both sides of the ESC, so you can actually control and program your ESC. All the cabling you will need for all your accessories, and that's again something different to this unit. You now have the button itself, which quite standard nowadays. You do have the light, which is the front light, the rear light, the horn, the fan, which is quite cool. Also at the back now you have the switch for if you're using the ESC for electrical scooter or electrical bike, you can actually have the ignition key wired to this box and lock your bike or your scooter away. So yes, this unit can be used for more than just electrical skateboards, guys, and that's quite cool. Not wait any longer, let's turn the remote on, then the unit itself. There we go, we're now paired up. Now I'm going to show you what can be done via this remote. So obviously, as standard, you got the motor spinning from hitting the button forward. Smart reverse. By the way, guys, as mentioned, it's all programmable, how fast it reacts and how fast it will go back. Brilliant. At the same time, when you are braking, you have the rear light that does turn on, and that is super cool. So forward, and the light is on. Brilliant. You can also turn the front light on just by holding the button on the remote. And here we go. The light is on and the light is off. Brilliant. At the same time, you can also operate the horn. And it's a really stupidly loud horn. For the tiny little thing like that, that's loud. This ESC does also come with an extended external antenna. If you're using a carbon fiber ESC or your deck is carbon fiber and your signal is not quite strong, you can have this antenna poking through the enclosure if you wish to, which is nice touch. So one more time. Going forward, motor spin, you brake, smart reverse, and the brake light is all wired and it's all off your remote. And it's brilliant because you don't really have to do anything crazy. It's literally just plugging in into ESC and all of that works. Just to mention, the power ports are 12 volt. However, all in total, they got 3 amp between all of them. So you have to choose your lights and fans and whatever not wisely. But it's doable. At the same time, just pressing the button on the remote turns your front light on and also turns the front light off. And as mentioned before, stupidly loud horn. At the same time, guys, this is a new feature right here. You can have a fan. So to all the riders in hot countries, you can have a fan. Yes, your ESC will not be waterproof. However, if you are overheating and you're somewhere with stupid temperatures, you can have the fan wired directly to the ESC. And very simply, in a VESC tool, you can turn the fan on. You can actually choose when do you want the fan to turn on. 2 seconds, 5, 10 seconds, or certain temperature of the motor or MOSFETs, and the fan will turn on. So let's go for 5 seconds. ECU is already on, so there we go. And now you have air blowing at the ESC if you really want to. And if you don't, you go on your phone app and you turn it off. So just a bit more closer to the unit itself. Quite nice, and I'm really happy with the functionality. The remote is really nice. Well, there are some improvements. I heard there will be a colored screen and different case. I would definitely recommend to Spintend to look into this trigger just a little bit more in detail. Perhaps maybe rubbery kind of feel to it would be nice. At the moment it's only better and it feels a bit cheapish, but well, it's just a better. So that's it, guys, for this video. That's pretty much the overview of this almost jumped there, of this beautiful unit. A lot of functionality, definitely a lot of improvements, and yeah, you can build something much more powerful. 100 amp per motor, that's quite a lot, and that's constant. Don't forget, guys, in the next videos I will show you how to properly set up the unit. If you're not familiar with how to do it, just wait for the video, order the unit for now, and I will go step by step from you plug it all in, how to get on the VESC tool, and what to do inside of the VESC tool to get the remote going and the rest of the bits and pieces. And in the third video, we're going to cover all the firmware upgrades. I just really want you not to blow up this beautiful unit just because someone didn't tell you how to do it properly. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to use the code right here to get yourself one of these. And I'll see you next time. Build safely and ride safely. Bye.